Hello.
Hello.
No high pitch, no excitable hello
Hi.
today this time. Hi.
Or whatever.
Hi or whatever. Like it even matters.
Like it even matters.
Hi everybody. I hope you're having a good day. We are, I think. I think we're having a pretty good day so far.
I'm in pretty good pain.
That's not good. We've had a hell of a time. How you doing? How's everybody feeling? We've been gone again. I just had a hiatus and then I had another one. Whoa, crazy.
Oopsie whoopsies.
Crazy
Things
how that
keep
happens.
happening.
Things keep happening.
Things keep happening.
Yeah, so let's start from the top. Let's take it from the top. Spider-Verse, let's do this one more time. That's the sound of the comic showing up. And the
That was a
comic,
very sharp comic. I
Thanks.
feel like it
And
sliced my hand.
the art on the comic for Spider Woman issue, Sophie Baby is
It's one of those Captain America flip comics, but it's Sophie and me kissing each other.
I was gonna say that the
Not
cover
Captain
art.
America, Captain Underpants. What the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say that the cover art was death, despair, and pain and suffering. Because we've had a hell of a time.
We sure have had a hell of a time.
Yeah, so I had a surgery like 4 months ago. Whatever, it's over. I don't care. I took a hiatus because of that. I felt better. Started streaming, and then my stepdad got in the hospital because he has an infection that went in his brain.
Mm-hmm.
Which sucks ass.
Mhm.
And so he's in the hospital like right now. He's been for a couple of weeks now. And still up in the air. It's pretty bad. And then the Canadian government said, "Hi, Duke has to go back to America."
Yep, you're getting kicked the fuck out.
And that was also bad. That was really bad also.
Yeah. This was within the span of a week.
Yeah.
This was
not great timing.
yeah.
So Duke doesn't have to go back. We figured that out. We solved it. Thank God. We're back in the saddle there.
Yeah.
We so what ended up happening is
Sophie woke up one morning, very, very early.
just happened to, sometimes I wake up at like 7 a.m. right? Marshmallow meows. So I was just like, oh, what's let's go check my cell phone.
And
then
you checked your email.
And then there was an email from Mississauga, because that's where it happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it happens. And it said, "Hi, your permanent resident application's been rejected."
Your permanent residence application's been rejected. We gave you a deadline.
A deadline they never gave us. So what happened is, y'all, if y'all have watched, I don't know if I've talked about it on my stream a ton, but if you've been watching Dukes,
Hi.
we've had to do his fingerprints like 50 fucking times.
We did it. Okay. Do you want to go like back?
Yeah. So let's explain what it's for first. So
Okay, sure.
when you apply for permanent residence, you have to do a bunch of stuff
In
like
Canada.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the things you have to do is you have to get a criminal record check from America, from the FBI, and then you have to send that to Canada to prove that you're not a hardened criminal.
Yep.
You can only be a soft criminal, and so you can be a ooh soft. Anyways. So yeah, very first thing we did when Duke came up here, we went to the RCMP. The RCMP is the Canadian cops, basically.
Mhm.
And we said, "Hi, can we get the fingerprints?" And they said, "Absolutely,
Absolutely. Come on in."
And then they did it.
They did our fingerprints. We didn't have to schedule anything.
It was great.
We went in.
Just
They
walked
said,
in.
"Hey, let's actually send these for you."
Yeah.
And we're like, "That's perfect."
That's perfect,
We're
thank
also
you.
sending out like the application.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be sent out, and nothing's going to go wrong.
So then some
2
stuff
years
went
later.
wrong. 2 years later, they finally said, "Hey, we're accepting your application." No, that's not true. That
No.
did take about a year, though. There was about a year of like dead silence.
Yeah.
Anyways, eventually they got back to us and they asked us for a bunch of stuff. They were like, "Okay, we need your fingerprints again for something different."
Yeah. So we went in and we got my fingerprints scanned, and that was for a Canadian thing.
And that was for
So
your
they
medical
could scan my
stuff.
fingerprints.
Um,
And then we went back home and we said, "Okay." And then about a week later, they said, "Hey, we need your fingerprints, by the way."
Yeah, for a
And so-
criminal record check
for
again.
a criminal record check. And we thought, well, didn't we already do this? Oh, well, they checked before. Let's see if it's a new thing. So we go into the RCMP and they go.
We walk in like we did last time.
like we did last time.
2 years prior.
Like a year and a half prior.
It would have been 2 years at that point.
Oh dear God.
It's been almost 3 now.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, you need to schedule. You have to book it." And we go, "What?"
Since
And
when?
they say, "Yeah, you had to book it, and you have to
also pay us $50.
You have to pay us like $50.
Also, there's a form you have to bring,
and there's
that they didn't tell you about.
Yeah, and there's a form you have to bring that we didn't bring last time, that they printed out last time for us. Stop checking Twitter. And sorry. And they printed it out for us. They got our fingerprints done because they had a gap in their schedule when we came in, and they said, okay, make sure to book it next time. We hope to never see you again. And we parted ways. This time we sent it, and we sent it to the FBI, and they said your fingerprints are not...
They're too smudgy.
Valid. They're too smudgy. And so we go in for a third time, and...
Now, I should also mention, as we're coming up to this, because it's taken so long, we're hitting the edge of the deadline for sending these fingerprints in. So I sent in a response, and I'm like, hey, can we have another extension on the deadline to Canada? And Canada's like, yeah, you go ahead, have your extension. Unfortunately, though, because all of this happened, and also it takes forever to mail stuff to the FBI, we come up to the end on that extension too.
Yeah.
On our second sending of the prints.
Yeah.
So
we asked for it again, and we sent it in while they were having a strike. While
the immigration officers were having a strike. Yeah. Also, on that second time you did the prints there, well, third technically. Fourth technically.
So the third time that we went in for the ink prints, the person who did our prints, we scheduled everything. The person who did my prints, number one, told me I had very sweaty hands. Yes, true. I'm really nervous. So they did it. They did like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 pages of prints. They did
5.
They did like 5 pages of prints to make sure that this time it is pristine. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with my fingerprints. Everything's good.
And they didn't make us pay for the $50 printing
every single time,
which is what they normally do, which is what they did before.
They made sure it was like the perfect set of fingerprints. You've never seen fingerprints better than this. We send it in. We get the email saying, hey, you've passed an invisible deadline that was never sent to us.
And then that's when they were like, hey, you're getting kicked out.
And then we first called the FBI and said, hey, where's my fingerprints?
They never got them. The pristine, perfect fingerprints.
The pristine, perfect fingerprints that we tried so hard for.
Between you and me, y'all, they lost them. They
probably lost them. It's either lost in the mail or
in the FBI place.
Or in the FBI place. So luckily we have backups. We send it out again, and then we instantly contact lawyers, and we go, hey, we contact like 3 different lawyers, and we go, hey, this is what's happened. Here's like a list of all of the things that we've done. Here's what's happened. And they respond, and they go, one of them responds like the same day and goes, hey, we got you.
Here's they were like, yeah, so we just got your email. We normally don't call like this. This was about 5 minutes after the email went out, by the way. We're like, we don't
really
normally call like this, but you're probably panicking right now. So we figured we'd give you a quick call and like a quick 5-minute consultation. So they did that, and they told us what the game plan was. They told us what their kind of strategy is, and we're like, hey, that's awesome.
We sent everything in. Everything happened. And thank fucking God they accepted our...
yeah, we're good.
We're good.
We're okay now.
We're okay now. So everything's back. We have sent out the fingerprints again. Everything is
back in the system.
In line. We're back in the system. The fingerprints are out. We got an email today.
Oh my God, today I get an email... Right? And it's like, oh, your package, there's been a scheduling delivery.
There's been a scheduling delivery issue with your package.
Conflict.
Yeah.
Please reschedule. And I go in and I'm like, hey, that makes sense, right? Because like...
the 4th of July is coming up.
It was the 4th of July tomorrow.
Canada Day just happened.
So they probably were like, oh yeah, 4th of July.
The person who we sent out...
They even warned us.
They even warned us. They're like, hey, this might
It's going to take a while.
This might take a bit longer.
So I get an email and it's like, hey, reschedule your package. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I click on it. And it's a UPS website, which I didn't click on at first, but I didn't notice at first. But it's a UPS website, and it's like, hey, put in your postal code to double check that this is you.
Yeah.
And I start typing it, and I notice it's not letting me type in a Canadian version of a postal code. It's trying for an American zip code, which is only numbers. Canadian postal codes have letters too. And I'm like, it's not letting me press numbers. What's going on? And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm on the, because I went to check if I was like on a .com or a .ca link. I'm on the UPS. We didn't send through the UPS.
Yep.
We sent through FedEx.
Yep.
So...
It was a fucking scam
It was
email.
A fucking scam email.
A scam email that just caught us at the wrong time. Always double check emails coming in. Jesus fucking Christ, that's scary.
I hate scam emails that
I
are
hate
perfectly
scam
timed.
emails.
The thing is, a lot of the time you look at scam emails and you're like, this would never fool anybody.
This is so
The
fucking
thing
silly.
is, the one email that is perfectly fitted to your situation is the one that gets you.
Yeah.
For example,
Because they're relying on that panic.
when I first started streaming, right, I got a call from like the fake IRS that was like, we're going to send you to the jail. And I was like, oh God, I didn't report my stream income. I hadn't even it had been like 2 months. There was nothing to report. But that's the perfect timing where they get you and you're like, oh God.
Did I fuck up?
Did I fuck up? But no, I'm fine.
Yep.
So
always double check your emails and
double
calls.
check your emails. But we're okay.
Yeah.
We're back. We're back in the system.
We're back in the system.
We are basically back to square one, and not square one. Sorry,
God,
we're back to where we were before Duke's thing was rejected.
Yeah.
We're back to just sending the fingerprints.
One of the scariest things that the lawyers told us was like, well, if this doesn't work, we can always like resubmit it, and you can pay like $5,000 for us to resubmit everything for you.
Nice.
And Sophie and I looked at each other and we're like, oh God.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh God. And imagine we would have to do everything like for 2 years again.
I know.
Oh, thank God that didn't happen. Thank God everything went through.
So the FBI still doesn't have your prints. We sent them a couple days ago through courier. It was Canada Day, and then tomorrow is America Day.
It's the 4th of July.
So it's going to be a bit.
The reason why we mentioned 4th of July is because we're sending from Canada to the U.S.
Yeah, because it's the FBI.
Both of those count.
Both are getting involved here.
Both are getting involved.
So they'll have it in the next couple days, and then once they have it, we're gonna call and we're gonna be like, "Hey."
Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on the tracking number. We're gonna wait a few days, and then we're going to call them and be like, "Hey, please run your shit through."
So that's what we've been up to. That's why we just have. I didn't even announce the lack of streams these past couple days. We've been just exhausted.
Exhausted.
Oh yeah. Also, Duke is having the pains.
Oh yeah, I'm having the pains. Don't lift heavy objects while binding.
You poor thing.
I popped either my already injured rib
I think it's your back.
My back is fucked.
Pretty sure it's your back.
It's one or the other. They're feeding into each other.
I've been trying to massage the muscles on Duke's back.
Which I appreciate, and I love you so much.
They are, I swear to God, tenser than his actual spine of bones.
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference sometimes.
Yeah.
The muscles are so tense that they raise above the spine.
Yeah.
I've
been a bit stressed, believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, the times
I'm gonna boot up Spelunky.
They've been a little stressful. I thought you were booting up Fallout New Vegas.
It did actually just open New Vegas. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna open up Fallout New Vegas though, because I want to play Spelunky. Although I think.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Ivy, you're the one person in this chat who can't get mad at me.
Yeah, Ivy.
Walking on your bad knee. Tisk, young lady.
Yeah, no. Duke is he's all broken.
I'm a little bit battered and broke.
We're a little bit battered and bruised, but you know what? We're gonna make it through. I haven't played Spelunky in a couple months. I played a little bit when I first came home after surgery.
Yeah, it was our other update stream.
Yeah. No. I don't think I did that for that. No. I just mean I played it in bed on the Steam Deck.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Now, when I came back, I don't think I played this as a comeback. Well, maybe I did. I can't actually remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think so hard about it.
My mom had a lot of help going through a massage therapist.
I cannot.
In combination with
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. In combination with physical therapy, if you're able to do one of those things. Well, if I ever get permanent residency.
Yeah, that's the thing. Duke can't do that because. Hi, Val.
Hi, Val.
I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Duke can't get medical stuff right now. Basically, you're supposed to. When you immigrate, you're supposed to be able to send in an application and be like, hey, can I get my medical card while I immigrate? And they say yes, and then you get medical while you're immigrating, right? Because Canada's pretty good about that. You don't have to.
It's very sweet.
They're even if you're not a resident, you can still get medical support. Except they just decided to not, because I guess
they gave me a temporary one that only lasted 3 months.
Yeah, which not enough. So yeah, Duke doesn't have medical right now.
So they said I could renew it if I had any documentation.
The thing is, we don't get it because you have implied visitor status.
I have implied visitor status, which means I am here legally.
Yeah. There's no documentation.
There's no proofsies,
which we've talked about a million times.
Which is one of the most frustrating things about this entire situation.
I wonder if we could talk. I wonder if fucking Joshua would is our lawyer, the lawyer's name, would tell us if there's a way to get around that.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to deal with it. I'm gonna be honest.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like, We just a while ago paid the $500 right to immigration or right to permanent residency.
I think that was about 500.
It was about $500. Right before they tried to pull the fucking rug out from under
Wait,
us.
the right to permanent residency? No, that one was like a full 1,000.
Oh dear fucking
I'm pretty
God.
sure.
It was
expensive.
It was expensive. But we paid that, so hopefully that means we're nearing the end of all of this once everything goes through, and once we get the prints, and once we send the
I do think this is the last part that
This-
they need. I can't think of anything else that they would possibly need. We've done so much.
This has got to be one of the last steps.
It is
It's one of the
so
things I've
much.
been telling myself to feel sane.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years and some change. Like, oh god.
It's been almost 3 years.
We're nearing our 3-year anniversary.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wowzers. Oh boy, oh
Hey,
howdy.
we're nearing our 3-year anniversary though.
Yeah, we're nearing our 3-year
pretty good.
anniversary, which is lovely. I love you so much, and
I love you.
I have, despite the hardships,
Oh.
that was very scary.
That was
Despite the
scary.
hardships, it's been so nice living with you.
I love living with you. It's
I love
really
you.
nice. It's totally changed my life.
It's so much better than like
not living
not
with you.
living with you.
Yeah.
You've brightened my life up. You've made everything better. I love you. Mwah.
I love you. You brighten my life up. Proteus asked, who are the colored-haired folks in the sub notification? Those are old,
those are ancient.
old Sophie Baby lore.
That's okay. Ancient Sophie Baby lore. There's Sophie Baby. There's Sophie Maybe. There's
Sophie Angry.
Sophie Angry. Sophie. Oh god.
There's like a blue sneaky
There's a
one.
blue one. I don't know.
I don't know. The thing is, I dropped it ages ago because like I'm not an OC person, and I did it as like a fun joke. And I think that like here's what happened. Sophie Maybe I thought was cute because it was like it's like
The anti-Sophie.
It's the anti-Sophie. Oh, Cal, thank you so much for the $25.
I'm so
so
sorry
much.
about all this crap. Hope this helps even a little.
Trust me, it helps a ton. See every little bit. Thank you so much.
I do also want to take this second. I know like we've thanked individually like on Twitter and in
Oh
Discord.
yeah. Oh my god.
But seriously though, thank you all so much for helping cover
The
lawyer
support
fees
we have fucking
and
seen the past
like
few days.
rent
Thank
from
you
last
all
month.
So
It's
much.
thank you all so much. We genuinely, literally could not have done any
Straight
of
up,
this
just like
without you.
singular shout out to fucking Sadie who sent us $600.
Thank you, Sadie.
Like I cannot even describe how helpful that is to us. It gave us the ability to just breathe for like a week
Yeah.
after all this, and it literally paid our rent this month, and it got us groceries. It was huge, and
Yeah.
thank you all so much.
Thank you all so
Seriously,
much.
life changing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but the old Sophie lore. Yeah, it was basically a bunch of like alt Sophies, and Sophie Maybe I still kind of like because
Yeah.
it's like it's like the anti Sophie, right?
She's cute.
Everything
She can
after
make
that
it
was
back.
kind of just like a bit that I think got out of hand, right?
was
There
a
was
bit
there
much,
was not
yeah.
as much love put into any of them. It was just like it felt forced. I think
It was a bit run dry.
it was a bit run dry, and so I just kind of I pulled the plug because I'm not an OC person. I never have been.
And that's okay.
I don't I don't know. I don't think about worlds in my head. I don't think about characters and characterization. Not how my brain works.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have been up to a lot of
Oh
other
my
things.
god,
though.
yeah. I've been I'm
Also,
a new
hi, Zach.
I'm a certified New Vegas modder.
You are.
Yeah, I got into modding New Vegas. I've done modding before, right? Obviously,
have.
I'm literally making a game, which is basically one very complicated mod. But oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm making New Vegas mods now. I've been playing New Vegas just like on my own time, and I kind of just realized like, man, I have the power to just do whatever I want. I can do this. And so I finally cracked my knuckles, and I went and learned Blender. I did a little stream to show off some of that recently.
Terrifying.
It is terrifying. It's a huge step. Blender is extremely rough. Will I be making a mod list? No, I won't, because the thing about mod lists, and
Every mod list is personalized.
that's the thing. The more I've gotten into modding for New Vegas, like it is just gotten to the point where I don't think mod lists, like public mod lists,
Should exist.
no, I don't think they shouldn't exist. But like, the thing about mods is there are so many dependencies and so many like small little use cases.
Mm-hmm.
To get a perfect mod list is really difficult, and also it requires a ton of like user end work. There's no way to just make a mod list that works for people, because or specifically for Bethesda games, because the way Bethesda games work, right, is records in that game for like data in the game. So for example, like a weapon has one record, right, and that tells it what model to use, and it tells it what damage to use. Those are all the way they work is if you change anything on a record, then you have to load what's called an ESP file. You've probably seen those. If you get a Skyrim mod, it comes with a little file that you tick to load, right, in your mod manager. Those, if they edit the same thing, they overwrite each other. So if you have two things that edit the same gun, for example, maybe one of them makes the gun, it changes the damage to 5,000, but one mod changes the fire rate to 5,000, right? They both do two separate things. Only one of them can work. So in order to make your mod list, like, work, you have to go into a separate program and you have to merge these different changes, and that is a process that can take actually hours. Like it can take days sometimes if you have enough mods. So I can't make a big mod list, because if I do that, it's going to have conflicts. Like I've made a mod list for a friend recently, but I've had to take out most of the things that I really freaking believe in, because like it would be so much work to make it all work together. That being said, I mean, like I have like recommendations. I think the B42 mods for New Vegas are must-haves. You can literally look up B42 on the Nexus. It's by a user named Zilandro. That's Xildro. And those mods are some of the best that New Vegas has to offer. It's stuff like one bullet in the chamber, stuff like inertia for your weapon, so when you look around, the weapon like it's not glued to your screen, it moves dynamically. Bunch of stuff. KNVSE animation plugin is I think a must-have these days. That lets you have it basically breaks the limits of New Vegas's animations. They used to be limited to a specific amount of keyframes, and also you could only have a certain amount of animations total. Like you had to overwrite. Like there was only like I think 10 or so weapon animations in the game.
Oh geez.
Yeah, and that was max for like like 3 dozen weapons.
Yeah.
So that KNVSE lets you have all custom animations for everything, and then there's people who are making animation sets for all the weapons in the game individually. Still an ongoing process. No one person has modded everything, animated everything rather, but I recommend after all that. Rockbiter on the Nexus, their animation pack called Clean Animations, parts 1, 2, and 3.
So if you've killed 700 dogs.
Wow, 700 dog kills!
Woo!
Sorry, this is a whole. I don't mean to draw you out from the conversation here, darling.
No, that's all right.
But yeah, so Clean Animations are, I think, the best animations on the Nexus. They're super high quality, and they respect like vanilla timings and stuff, so they're still balanced. But yeah, and then also obviously requirements for those mods, but. Yeah, I the only thing I would suggest if you're making your own mod list is avoid any mod that was made in like 2015 or before. Even honestly like 2018 or earlier.
Sophie has been revamping a few of those though.
I have been, yeah. I'm doing a little project. I just did one recently. There was an old weapon mod that was just kind of broken and not compatible with a lot of modern stuff. So I updated it to modern standards, rebalanced it from scratch, and added some patches for some popular mods. Damn, I'm freaking dead.
Damn, you're freaking dead.
Freaking dead. But yeah, I've been doing that. I've got a couple projects in the works. I'm revamping the sounds for physics interactions in the game, because nobody's ever done that, and it drives me nuts. I posted a video on Twitter recently. You saw it, Duke.
Yeah.
The fucking sound for like small generic.
Wow! See?
I hope you all are doing well and taking care.
See, thank you for the $20. Thank you. We are doing well. Thank you. We're doing a lot better than we have.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
just recovering.
We're
at
just
this point.
recovering. But yeah, I'm revamping all the sound, the physics sounds. The specific one that like inspired me to make the mod was the generic small metal sounds, which if you go onto my Twitter and look at the video I posted, the before and after, it's like night and day. The generic metal sounds are so gross in vanilla New Vegas, so really happy with how that's turning out. I've got a bunch of different sounds. I'm hoping to get most of the physics sounds replaced by the end of it. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
You've been up to a lot.
It's
been nice.
I have been taking a break from Cobblescraft. I'm really sorry about that. I planned to have a PvP test by like mid-June.
Sweetheart, things have been happening.
And then everything happened. Yeah. Fallout New Vegas for me has been like my comfort project because one, I can finish an entire project in a single day, which gives me a dopamine hit, and two, it's just very cozy and like something I'm proud of and something I can just do right now to kind of just distract me from everything. I've been feeling pretty rough with my stepdad and stuff too. So I have been taking a bit of a break from Couples Craft. I do want to get that PvP test out. I do want to jump back into it. But this hasn't been all just like, just a distraction, because I am learning Blender and stuff. This is very important stuff that I had to eventually get into for game design anyways. And I think I'm going to need Blender for some stuff in Couples Craft anyways. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but that's a secret.
Exciting.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to.
I've been playing Fallout 76, so
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't even say. I also played Fallout 76 for a bit.
You got me into it.
I did. Well, kinda. I guess so. Yeah. No.
You and Jackson, and then you both abandoned me.
That's because it's not a good game.
That's true. I've been suffering.
It's really not good. Like I'm kind of like actually really depressed about Fallout 76 because there's a lot of ideas I really like in it.
I hate it. It has so much potential, and it sucks.
And it's just a shitty mobile game in disguise.
It's just a shitty mobile microtransaction riddled game.
Like it's not even. It's so frustrating because like it has a lot of really good ideas. The enemy variety is fantastic. I'm really like that's something Fallout 4 needed. And it also, like, seriously improves a lot of the stuff that Fallout 4 did and kind of failed at. For example, in Fallout 4, the weapon mod system is really cool. I love it. It's one of the best things that game does. But, one, there's a real lack of actual weapon variety. And then, two, you just have all the different stuff right off the bat in Fallout 4. And so, there's a lot of upgrades for your weapons that are kind of just not worth getting. And such. In 76, the way it works is you actually unlock weapon crafting recipes by scrapping weapons of the same type. And that's so cool. It really, really, really encourages you to like pick up enemy weapons, even if you already have the weapon. It makes inventory management way more interesting because you're constantly balancing like, oh, do I want to pick up like some fucking purified water? Or do I want this guy's gun that I could scrap and then maybe get like a cool mod for my gun? I think it's great. But also, 76 just sucks because that's not like really what 76 cares to do with its time. Fallout 76 is like, here, do your daily missions. Come do a mini game. Come fight a raid boss. And also, it's all on a shitty online server with just atrocious input lag. Not input lag, but
lag in general.
Just lag in general, I guess. Yeah. Like you shoot something and it takes about a half a second for that thing to like react. It's really frustrating. It's just a really like there's a lot of great ideas in there and it's so held back by being on a online only service.
And if you try to play against the grain almost, it punishes you so bad. For example, I want to use power armor. I'm level I'm level
30 something.
I'm level 30 something. 34, right? And I want to use power armor. Well, guess what? I can't find any power armor cores reliably in the map, especially ones that aren't nearly depleted. So I go, okay, how do I get power armor?
Yeah, where do you find them?
And I look it up, and the easiest way to do it is to buy them. Is to buy a machine
really
that
awesome.
Generates them, which is a really good start. Second off, you can use this one area. You can use this one area to generate them. You can like take over an area, build a base on it, and defend it, and it will generate power armor cores every about 30 minutes.
I was gonna say, yeah. Darling, how many does it make? Oh, one every 30 minutes. One every 30 generous.
Minutes, right? Okay, so one every 30 minutes. That's still not like the best, but it's something. You can farm it. You know, you can AFK at your base or something, but not too long because I've gotten kicked out for AFKing at my base. You can AFK at your base.
Really good game design, by the way, to just boot it up.
So I go to the place. And I go, okay, I'm going to claim the place. I claim it, and it gets attacked by super mutants. I go, okay, I defend against the super mutants, which requires a lot of turrets, and I place down a bunch of turrets, and then I claim it, and everything's good, right? Wrong. Guess how much energy is required to activate it.
Well, darling, first I want you to give me some context. How much energy does it take to power, say, like, what's a generic item?
So a generic generator that will generate a whole bunch of trash or aluminum or whatever, depending on where you place it, will take you about 10 energy, which is 2 large generators or 4 small generators.
All right, so it's a pretty hefty amount, yeah.
So, you know, that's just 10.
So power core is probably like 15 or something, right?
15,
it's a little more.
20. I mean, it's one every 30 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like, it can't be that much.
100. 100 energy.
You said a large generator gives you how much? 5?
5.
So that's how many generators?
About 50. So that takes a lot of like scrap and shit. You know, you need screws, you need metal shit. I don't know all of the names of everything, but you need a bunch of scrap, right? So I go, okay, well, how do you get better generators, right? So I look at the stuff that I have locked, and one of them is a solar panel. Solar panels are super small. They don't have like the gross smog noises, and they generate 5 each. So that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It sounds like you want that.
It's not too shabby. So and it looks like they cost less. So I go, okay, how do I get that? Well, either you have to be level 50 and get it at random during a daily quest, or you can buy it from a merchant who runs around the map.
Wow, you're saying, hang on, so you're saying it's...
And the merchant has rotating sales. So it is not, like, even if you find them, you are not
So you're saying that
getting it.
you could spend some money to get an item that does the job of something you already have, but it does it better and less annoyingly, and also it costs less, and it's just better?
So either I could...
And you pay for it?
Either I could pay to get the generator, I could pay to boost my levels, using the in-game Adams currency or whatever, and buying like banners or whatever, or I can find this person. So I Google where they are, where they show up, I track them down, I find them at like the 3rd location that I look at, and I find out that number 1, they aren't carrying it, and number 2, they are asking for a different currency than caps, which is the main currency. I go, okay, how do I find this currency? Well, dear viewer, I find this currency by either doing level 50 daily quests, or I can finish a mainline quest level that is introduced in like season 3 of the thing, where it is just doing a bunch of fetch quests to a bunch of NPCs who do not fucking matter. Their dialogue does not matter, and nothing about it matters, to the point where not only did I both do a strength check to intimidate an NPC into giving me the information, I tracked them down and then killed them, and there was no difference in how the story played out.
Yeah, so
including the introduction to the sequence where everyone was going, well, everyone always gets the same thing, and everyone complains about like Fallout 4 and a lot of Bethesda games where, you know, no matter what you do, it is just the illusion of choice. I go into this going, well, hopefully they've learned from this. They introduced these NPCs very late in the game. I go in, and there is a NPC, and they are holding up a bar, and I go, okay, here's the thing. You can either charisma them, you can strength check them, you can endurance check them, you can luck check them, or you can start shooting them, right? And so I strength check them, since that's my highest thing. I go in and I go, hey, don't do that. I intimidate them. And they go, oh man, like you're scary. I'm never gonna do that again. And then the NPC pulls out their gun and one-shots them so they're dead anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I might as well be getting this from a terminal.
76 is so frustrating. You okay, Marshmallow? I think we scared Marshmallow. It's like a painful game because there's so many cool ideas in it, and you can't, it's not a game. It like hates you. It hates you to play it. Also, I'm poisoned.
Also, you're poisoned.
Just like Fallout 76.
Just like Fallout 76. So I go through all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I complete the quest line, even though it doesn't matter. And I get some XP, even though it doesn't matter. Even though it doesn't matter.
Well, actually, it matters extremely if you want to get those daily quests in.
That's so fucking true. I get some XP, and I go back to them, to the NPC, assuming that the one shopkeeper, assuming that their wares have changed. They have not changed. And apparently it takes anything between 3 days and a week for them to change location and change their inventory.
And there's no waiting in this game, baby. It's
there
online.
are, catch this, according to the Wikipedia, 21 different inventories they can sort through. Most likely only one of which of them has the solar panels that I've been looking for. And not only that, I don't know how much the solar panels cost, and it costs the fake money that you can only get through the thing. And not only do you have to get the fake money through the thing, they give you a slip of paper that you have to go to a machine at some random location, and that machine will trade the slip of paper for the currency, adding a weird in-between man that is just not essential to the entire flow of the game. You are not rewarded the currency, you are rewarded an IOU for the currency that you have to trade in. Like 1 for 1.
I desperately, and here's the thing, it'll never happen, but I desperately want, oh, fuck me. I want fuck me clones.
Okay.
Sorry. Fucking, I want 76 so desperately to be just like, to have this single player playable. Like, I want.
Oh, Sophie, did you know that they have
No, they don't.
single
Stop,
player
stop,
playable?
stop.
Only available in Fallout First?
Sweetheart! You ruined me! I go in order. I go to make my joke, but I can't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Keep going.
I desperately want Fallout 76 to have like a single player playable option. Like my biggest frustration with it, I would literally deal with all of this garbage if it felt good to play, but it doesn't, because like everything has seriously noticeable delay. Like, for example, right? You're fighting a bad guy, okay? The bad guy notices you. Well, you notice the bad guy, right? Red marker, you're in combat, the combat music starts playing and they're standing there. And you pull your gun out and you're ready to shoot them and they're just standing there. You're like, are we good? And after maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds, then I'm in combat mode, and they start walking around, they activate.
Walking diagonally.
Now, you've probably killed them already by now because they had 5 to 10 full seconds of just doing nothing. But shit, let's pretend you waited, right? So you start shooting them, right? And blood's coming out, right? It's, Fallout 4's combat's all right. You notice the blood's taking a little bit of time. It's a little laggy, but it's not that big of a deal. You kill them, and you hear the pa-ching. You notice their health bar's still there. It's got like a sliver left. And they're also still standing. And then after maybe half a second, maybe a full second, sometimes 2 seconds if you're having a real rough server day, then they fall over. Then they fall over. There's no momentum to the death because the death is like after. It's waiting until the server notices. It's actually abysmal. It feels like you're not fighting anything. Like, it doesn't feel like
it feels like you're pushing against a solid wall.
It does. And like, that's the main type of content that the game has. It is a combat game. It's a fighting game. That's what all the daily quests are about. That's what
every daily quest is. Eliminate a red stag, right? Eliminate a blood bug,
and it all just sucks. And it's a huge shame. And like, they do, as Duke rudely interrupted me to say. They have Fallout First, but the thing about Fallout First is it's not single player Fallout 76. It's
your own server.
It's have your own server in Fallout 76, which still means you're still stuck with all this online shenanigans because the creation engine was never fucking meant to go online. Like, this is just an engine problem. It is so obvious when you're playing that like this was a single player engine that they like forced
Frankensteined.
into this. They Frankensteined it. It's so obvious whenever anything, like, stuff is so glitchy. Like it's like you're not allowed to move physics objects. But physics is still enabled, which, by the way, has to be fucking hell on the server. Never have an open world multiplayer game with with Havoc physics. That's a terrible idea. But anyways, so physics are still enabled. You can walk into stuff, you can kick stuff around, but you can't physically move stuff around. But also, like, it's so chunky. Like, whenever you loot, if you hover over, Fallout 4 is like really handy, like little loot menu when you hover over a container, right? It shows you what loot's in there. You don't have to actually open it. You can just take whatever's in there and scroll your mouse wheel. It's real good, right? That's still there, except it takes like a half a second to load the contents every time. Whenever you press E, half a second delay to actually pick up the item. Everything's delayed.
It has a big, ugly loading screen.
It feels like playing a game made out of molasses. I don't know how they made molasses conduct electricity, but they did it, and they put a game in it.
I feel like a lot of Fallout 76 is like a monkey's paw situation.
It is.
Where, you start off the game, right? And people go, okay, a multiplayer game. This is exciting. Hopefully, you'll have fun. Because the way they described it in the beginning was, oh, it's going to be a tense situation every single time you find another player. So at least, there's going to be a weird, like, element of, oh, someone could kill me, and it could be cool. Monkey's Paw Curls. No one can fight each other unless both of them have shot each other.
Yeah.
And have, like, basically consented combat.
It's like MMO PvP rules.
It's MMO PvP rules. Okay, well, that's fine, whatever. Okay, well, we want NPCs because the world seems very empty. Okay, we have NPCs, except you can kill them. You can I had a friendly NPC walk by me. I killed them for like 75% of their health before they aggroed on me, and then they just died. And so it was like, okay, well.
So actually,
cool.
I think you're misrepresenting tier 2 though. You're saying you can kill the NPCs. You can kill the overworld.
You can
NPCs
kill the overworld
if they're not
normal NPCs.
If they're,
most of them are immortal.
The thing is, not even just like, oh, they go unconscious like required NPCs in most. No. The way they did NPCs, right? Because this is an online game where they can't account for everybody's actions.
Yeah.
The NPCs aren't people. They are ghosts.
They're ghosts.
They have no interaction with the environment.
They're
you
soulless.
cannot shoot them. Your bullets go through them. And also, they don't own anything around them. Like, there's no stealing in the game. Stealth doesn't matter outside of combat because you can't steal from NPCs because they're not NPCs. They don't own anything. I don't even think you can pickpocket them.
Nope. Pickpocketing's not in the game.
You can take everything in their house and they don't care because it's not their house. They don't belong there. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's so bad. But it's like, and then even like the beginning of the game, like, oh, hey, finally a place with a whole bunch of varied enemies. A lot of people have been on Bethesda's ass about more or less just wholesale like stealing anything from Fallout 1 and 2 without really creating anything unique for themselves. And they go, okay, well, here's all of our brand new monsters.
Which are great, by the way.
Which some of them are pretty neat.
Really cool
there's
designs.
A few recycled from Fallout 4 DLC, which is fine.
What do you mean?
There's like the hermit crabs from Fallout 4's DLC.
Oh, I guess.
There's
I mean, like, the thing is,
the gulpers. From
I don't mind.
Fallout 4.
I don't mind.
No, I don't mind that. But the thing I do mind is, number one, they kind of hand wave away, going, well, it's before the placement of, oh, it's before all of the other games, which makes it weird because they're near the other games and it just lore-wise.
It's very wacky.
Lore-wise fucks with it. I would love this to be just way, way, way after the other games. But so there's first is that. Second is just like, I don't know. I wish they were in a better game. It feels like every enemy is either a reskinned raider or just it.
Well, no, I don't even think that. Like, I know the Scorched are just raiders, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't actually agree with that. I think there's a lot of really good enemy variety in 76.
There's some good enemy
There's a lot
variety.
of different things, right? I think the biggest issue is that the combat just sucks so bad that they don't get to flourish. They don't get to be anything. And then also just like, there's not really much of a reason to do anything.
There really isn't.
There's like nothing kind of matters in the game. Going from New Vegas to 4 is painful. Yeah. I'm playing Fallout 3 right now. Having a blast over there. I fucking hate Fallout 3. It sucks. I played the Pit, and the Pit was okay. The Pit was better than like most of Fallout 3. I'm on Point Lookout right now, which is, again, okay. But, like, Fallout 3 just... Oh, it's such a stark difference.
But yeah, it's just...
Fallout 76 makes me sad.
It makes me sad. And then even like, oh, hey, I want single player. Okay, you can have it, but for a price. Literally. Like, paying, what, $12 a month for Fallout First, which is more than, like, most subscription services nowadays, which... Woof.
But hey, you get that sick NCR Ranger outfit.
You get the NCR Ranger outfit, which also feels...
The best thing that Fallout 76 has given us, the single best thing that game has given us, are backports to Fallout 4.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're slightly illegal, though, so... Gun Network. Yeah, no, Fallout 76 is sad. Brother, thank you for the resub.
It just makes me sad.
It does make me sad.
Even like, oh, hey, a huge component of the game is base building. Except it's not.
Yeah.
Because base building is incredibly limited. You can't really build anything anywhere because the surrounding area has so much random shit around it that your base building is completely kneecapped
Well,
because
also
of
just like
how much junk is around it already.
But also in 76, like a huge part of Fallout 4 was the base building, right? That was like
Yeah.
one of the best parts of
it was
about
one of
the
my
game,
favorite parts
right?
about it. Yeah.
In 76, you know how I mentioned that really cool system earlier, right? Where you get the weapon mods by scrapping other weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, they decided to do that for building schematics too. So when you start the game, you basically have nothing to actually build your base with. And there's no way you can't like scrap buildings. So you have to just find or buy schematics, either with caps or real money. And
there's also the shop which rotates
Atom shop.
and sells a whole bunch of like vanilla Fallout 4 buildings for money. Like shit that they just ripped out of the game. And also collecting scrap and shit. Remember how I was complaining that's really fucking hard? Well, in the fucking Atom shop, you can buy a dog that will collect scrap for you. And you can buy a whole bunch of NPCs that will just collect shit for you because it is so hard to actually obtain stuff in the game.
If you've made your game where the gameplay loop revolves around collecting resources, and you have gotten to the point where people can buy a thing that collects the resources for you because it is like
it is
that and that is desirable, you've made a mistake.
You have fucked up.
You fucked up. Like in Escape from Tarkov, right? That is a game about collecting things. And there is an item you can get, right? Where you trade an item and, you know, like scavs will go get you stuff for free. It's basically an item generator, right?
Sure.
And it does that. The thing is, that is an end game item that requires hours and hours of work to put into, and it's a very specific type of stuff you can get, and it's like fully integrated with the game. Like you don't buy it with real life money.
Yeah.
It's not like it's desirable because it makes you stop having to grind. The reason it's desirable is because, hey, this can supplement my cash stack, right? This helps me gain money. You have no problem with looting. This just makes you be able to get more money faster, right? That's what Fall 76 has done is they said, well, our main gameplay loop sucks so bad, so let's just
so we can monetize it.
So we can monetize that.
Like, okay.
Disney Fast Pass.
And then on top of that, remember how I said like you have to capture bases in order to get loot from them?
I do.
Well, every, let's say, 30 minutes, the place gets attacked by random things. And you can have the best setup, and you can have the coolest stuff, but if you see that pop up in your corner, it gives you like a minute to leave and get to that place.
Which is really fun if you're trying to do stuff.
Every 30 minutes, mind you, a lot of quest lines take like all fucking day to complete.
Wow, it's almost like that they never intended to have quests in it, and that they really shoehorned it in, and it doesn't really work super well.
It is bad.
It's a bad game.
It is done poorly. At least in Fallout 4, Preston Garvey was there to like tell you, oh hey, like a settlement needs your help.
And if you didn't want to do it, you could just ignore it.
You could just ignore it. In this one, your shit hits zero. Everything like you lose access to the thing. All of the generators stop generating things. So even if the generators are like still up despite the base being at zero, you aren't collecting shit, and someone else can take the base without like having to fight you or anything.
That's another thing. You want one of those bases so you can get your fancy power armor cores? Sure. Yeah. Oh, by the way, people can PvP you now.
People can PvP you
If they
now.
want to claim it, they can just fight you.
Yeah.
Remember how that thing about we talked about PvP you have to accept? Yeah, the only time that's not the case is if you're doing the thing where they encourage you to just AFK for 30 minutes at a time at your fancy place.
Yep. Actually,
cool.
It was really cute. Yesterday I was at one of those bases collecting junk, and a level like 300 or 500 guy comes up to me and was like, hey, you know, like PvP's on, right? Be careful when really high level guys come around. Here's a jester's mask.
Cute.
And I was like, oh,
They called you a
thanks.
clown.
They called me a fucking clown. I'll take it.
Honestly, you're playing Fallout 76.
I deserve it.
Hey,
yeah.
if they're
But at
level
least I'm not
300, who's the real clown? No wonder they had a jester's mask. Oh,
It is an interesting community in there. I'm genuinely not gonna clown on them.
I am.
There's a lot of like surprisingly many like level 1 players still hopping in.
we got Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah, I guess so. But a lot of level 1 players hop in. So a pretty like normal thing to do is if you have any plans on you, like any schematics or anything that you've already learned, you just drop them off at the vault.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
And,
that's nice.
Yeah, so I have a thing where if
the hell?
I ever learn any plans or anything, I just drop it off at the vault.
That's
and
very
I actually,
cute, actually.
I actually caught someone else like doing that, and I'm like, oh, cool, because it is a surprisingly collaborative,
Well,
and
yeah.
surprisingly LGBT.
Yeah, well, that might just be
group of
because it's
people.
Pride Month and they just had a bunch of free Pride Month stuff going through, and that might have just attracted a bunch of people.
That's true. But yeah, hanging out in there's like a lot of LGBT flags in there and stuff.
Hey, you know what? It's Fallout.
I mean, it's Fallout. Fallout's
They got-
always been like
They've got the NCR Ranger outfit from New Vegas, so like I think we
Yeah.
know what really attracted the LGBTs.
the LGBT NCR.
Don't call them that. Oh no, no. Hang on.
No, I kid. I love you.
I love you.
Woof. But yeah, surprisingly okay group of people.
I will say you can smell the budget restraints on that game.
You can smell a lot of things on that game.
Yeah. For example, oh shit, I forgot I'm not wearing boots. If for all the new weapons, like the fully new weapons, they
Oh my
look
God.
abysmal. For example, in Fallout 4, the 10mm pistol could be modded into the 10mm SMG, right? That's how they did it. Most weapons didn't have a separate pistol and SMG weapon. Fallout 76 ditches that, which I'm actually okay with. It separates the types of weapons more clearly.
Sure.
Totally fine with it. And also lets you like differentiate the stats for balancing reasons. My pug. But the 10mm SMG they added doesn't have sights on it. And also, it's the muddiest texture I've ever looked at. I actually can't focus my eye.
Oh.
I can't focus my eyes on it until they're on a hard deadline. No, it's not even deadline. It's clearly budgetary. Like, here, I want to show a couple things off.
Okay.
Real quick about Fallout 76. Like, for example, this is the one I show off the most. This one is like egregious to the point.
Is this the one?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no.
This one is so egregious that I'm actually mad that it was allowed in. Hang on, I can't. I gotta go find the link.
Have you sent it to someone?
Yeah, I have.
You sent it to Ivy.
Yes, I have. Oh no, Ivy and I talk too much. Here it is. As a joke, we don't actually talk too much, Ivy. We talk a wonderful amount. So this is the single action revolver in 76. First off, I didn't even notice this. I'm pretty sure that muzzle flash appears. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool.
It appears in the
Inside the cool. All right. I mean,
fine, whatever.
sure. This is the reload. Okay, you open that up. All right. First off, that was just a tween of the thumb. That was pretty ugly, right? That's not great, but it's not the end of the world, right? Like, I'm not that mean. Watch this, okay? Watch this. You put a bullet in. Oh!
Oh.
Goes right inside
through
the
there.
gun.
Yeah.
Right fucking inside of it. Here, let me get right to the frame. There it is.
Ain't that beautiful?
Oh, ain't that beautiful? Ain't that just lovely? That's a beautiful. Let's go see if we can find the 10mm SMG. This blurry fucking texture. Okay. No, this person has a skin on it. Like, that doesn't... You don't understand.
You can actually buy the skins from the Atom Shop, by the way. You don't get them normally.
Somebody got... Everybody's got skins.
Oh yeah,
Die freak.
they're YouTubers.
Die freak. Get out of here. All right, this is the 10mm SMG. Notice there's no front sight. And then also, like... I need a good frame. This is like the muddiest texture in the world. This is like the bitrate is terrible on this.
Bitrate is pretty awful.
Hang on. Oh no, go to Reddit.
Ew.
I clicked on the Snapkey Reddit. Then Fallout 76. Let's see if we can find like a real good image. This is the classic one, by the way. So, I mean, you can kind of see it here. It just doesn't show as well as it does in-game. You have to look at it in-game. I feel like there's no other way to really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like, I can't look at it. Oh, here we go. Here's a perfect image. Because it was made by somebody on the Gun Network, and they don't care about quality. That's not true. Gun Network makes some good. Yeah, here it is. Look how blurry it is. This is not just picture quality. It just looks like this.
Oh, that's icky.
And there's no fucking front sight. That's not how guns work. Oh, it's so sad. It just like this is. I need y'all to know this is not just like a case of the low quality screenshot. No. This is just looks like this.
So I've been using a pipe pistol in Fallout 76 because it's one of the few weapons that I have that's within my bracket that actually does some damage. And the reload animation has my character punching himself in the face every time when he's in power armor.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You just slap yourself.
I literally slap myself in the face. Takes up like 75 to 80% of the screen, and it feels I feel disoriented whenever I use it because it's one of those ones where you have to like I guess cock it every single time you shoot. So it goes pew, and then you punch yourself in the face and then, pew, and then you punch yourself in the face.
Also, Mothra, it's not supposed to be sleepy time. The sleepy time SMG in New Vegas is that's a suppressor on the end. It's just the design for the 10mm SMG suppressor. So that's all it is.
Also, speaking of reusing assets and stuff and like kind of being cheap about it. So remember how I was talking about
weren't doing that.
Remember when I was talking about like the power armor core?
Yeah.
And how I was trying to get it?
Yeah.
Like 4 other things share the exact model and texture of the power armor core, but are not that.
Oh.
So there is the legendary core, which you can use to upgrade your legendary weapons, which you can probably buy at the Atom Shop.
Oh my god, that's the same.
There's like a different thing. I think the normal one's called a fusion core.
Yeah, the normal one's a fusion core.
To be confused with fusion cells. It is the fusion core.
To be fair, that's a Fallout 4 thing.
That's a Fallout 4 thing. No, trust me, I know. And I hate that
because it's the same. Well, it's the same technology.
It's the same technology.
It's fusion cell is like a battery cell, and then a core is like a
core.
Yeah.
But okay, so there's the legendary core. There's a plasma core, which is used only for like a few plasma guns.
Core? That's weird.
Yeah. There's a third fucking one, and it's just all of these ones. One of them is only used as currency as well. So it's something that looks like the fusion core, but is currency. So I was looking through all of my stuff because I went, is the fusion core? It's in the ammo category, right? And I'm looking through everyone,
which is busted.
Every single one, yeah, which is busted.
That should be in the armor category, I think.
It all just, I got mistaken like twice or 3 times, and I was looking through the wiki going, oh, can this be used? And it has to say, like, on the wiki explicitly, this cannot be used in the power armor. This can't be used in power armor. Yes, it looks exactly the fucking same.
But it's not the same.
But it's not the same, Z's.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It sucks. And it sucks because there's a lot of good ideas. They very clearly made efforts to fix issues that Fallout 4 had, but this game just has too many new issues, and the very format that it's on is terrible. And the worst part is because it's online, even if you have Fallout First, you can't like truly mod it. There's no creation kit.
Yep.
The best you can do is like some basic model and texture replacements, and even those are kind of sketchy to get working.
That spider's getting you.
Yeah, I'm kind of not gaming.
No, you're gaming.
What?
No, you're gaming.
Really?
Yeah, for real. Because I love you.
Oh, I love you. But yeah, I'm genuinely. It's unfortunate. I tried to give it a legitimate shot.
I have been giving it a legitimate shot.
Have you been giving it a shot, or have you just been like, you need something to do? Because I've been playing Fallout 3, and let me tell you, I'm not giving it a shot.
I really want to enjoy Fallout 76, because when I was a youngster, I talked about this on my stream. When I was a youngster, I really, really wanted to enjoy this one, because I had a lot of fun with Fallout 4. I know, heresy, whatever.
No, Fallout 4 is good.
But, like,
I'll defend Fallout 4. It's got, like, the writing is atrocious, but other than that, it's a fun game.
But genuinely, like, one of my favorite things about Fallout 4 was number 1, exploring, and number 2, building bases. And I feel actually fucking punished for doing that in the game. I'm surprised. I put like 30 hours into Fallout 76, and I have not been exploring the map. I've just been fast traveling from one location to the other, because I just have like the few that I'm comfortable being in.
Yeah, it doesn't
because I don't have
exploration.
The weapons, the armor, or like the friend group to fucking like
also
do it.
As some sort of fucking abysmal balancing decision, enemies don't drop the weapons they're holding.
Yeah, enemies don't drop the weapons they're holding, And
They drop a weapon from a loot table sometimes.
yeah.
So
So you can see someone carrying something really cool, and you'll be like,
yeah.
"Oh, I want that," and you will not get it.
nope. Which is really dumb because they specifically added durability back, which personally, I like durability. I'm fine with that.
I hate it.
I like durability, but there's no reason to have durability. Like, there's no, like, it's not good for this format. The only reason they do it is so you go buy more atoms to get more better guns.
It feels like I don't mind the like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom type durability.
I mean, you would
where-
mind if it was in
No,
if
no,
it
no.
was in this.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't mind that kind of durability in that game because it doesn't feel predatory. I can always just go, oh, hey, I can get another weapon. Oh, hey, like, I can get,
Well, I mean,
like, other stuff.
Fallout 3 and New Vegas both have it too, but it's like not an issue at all there.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, you can just repair your gun, like with other guns. You can't do that in 76.
Mhm.
Like if you get 2 copies of the same gun in 3 and New Vegas, you can just glue them together.
Also, in Fallout 76,
You need to buy weapon kits with money.
you can buy weapon repair kits with money. You can use scrap, which, as I mentioned before, is really
Hard to get,
fucking
yeah.
hard to get and maintain. Or you can kill someone and they'll drop the same weapon that you have, except it's a higher level than the one that you have. Therefore, you switch to that one instead.
Mm-hmm. It's
And
very MMO.
It's
It's like they're trying
the worst aspects of MMOs.
to. Yeah, I think they were trying to do a lot of MMO stuff, but they just didn't. They just didn't.
It just sucks. It feels like it's pulled in too many directions,
It does.
and
It doesn't. It feels very disjointed. It feels aimless.
It feels disjointed. It feels disingenuous.
It does.
It feels predatory.
It also
It's just not a fun
a lot of the
to
game
play.
mechanics encourage you to do that kind of wiki hunting, right? It's like, okay, I need fusion cores. Where can I get fusion cores?
Yeah.
In regular Fallout 4, you get fusion cores literally by just exploring. They are
Yeah.
all over the environment. And to 76's credit, there's a couple in the environment
There's a
sometimes,
few.
but they're very rare. And like,
Oh my god! So there's like generators that use fusion cores that you could pull out the fusion core
Yeah,
from.
that's like a Fallout 4
in
thing.
Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Those are around, except they're empty.
I
except
have
they're
seen some
powering
with them.
things.
I have seen some with them actually.
But you can't pull them out.
no, I have.
What?
Yeah, I found one once. They just most of the time they're empty, but they occasionally can have them in there.
Oh my
They're just super rare. They're just like
God.
super stupid rare.
Oh my god!
Remember when I gave you a fusion core?
Yeah.
That's where I actually got that one from.
Oh my god!
But yeah, they're very rare.
They're very rare.
It takes away all like Fallout 4 does encourage you to explore. The 76 doesn't. Like, I know you say it's because you don't have weapons and stuff, and that's a part of it. That de-incentivizes it. But there's also not much of a reason to explore in 76.
Yeah.
You know, like
If a quest doesn't lead me there,
then why go there? Because like most of the like materials, like the raw materials you need,
Yeah.
aren't in the places you're looking because the raw materials are like overbalanced and overtuned so much because they don't want to get people. Oh, they don't want power creep, even though it already has really bad power creep.
Mm-hmm.
So like it doesn't work. Most of the time they're empty because other players have already taken them. Then why are you? Don't make an exploration game in a multiplayer environment because then people are just gonna farm those locations. It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense.
Also, the rules for like player interaction are very finicky. Like sometimes other players looting something will make it loot on your end. Like you can't also get it, and sometimes it doesn't do that. Like I was playing with Penny, and every single time we looted something, I had to literally ask, like, is this looted for you? Can you take this? And sometimes she'd be like, yeah, and then she'd be like, nope, it's gone. Huh. Like I think world objects are like all
for
players.
one person.
No, they're for all players.
What?
Like only one person can loot them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, like every player sees the change. is
Every
what I meant.
player sees the change.
But like
yeah.
I think containers sometimes aren't. It's very confusing. But yeah, it's just not good. It's just a shame. And I
also
wish
the
it was
weight
good.
system is bullshit.
The what system?
The weight.
Weight
Like
system.
the carrying capacity system.
Oh, weight like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, like, okay, right? Flyers. You pick up a flyer off of a corpse.
Okay.
It costs 0 weight. You have 2 of the flyers, it will cost weight.
that doesn't sound right. Are you
It
sure?
does.
I think maybe it says 0 because it's actually like less than 1, and it just doesn't show up on the menu. That's the thing New Vegas has an issue with too.
Awful.
If stuff is below 0.1 weight,
Then they
like lead.
shouldn't put it as 0.1 weight.
Well, it's for like crafting, right? If you have like a lot of lead.
But this is just stuff in your notes thing.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
doesn't sound right. I don't know why that
essential.
would have weight. Not saying I don't believe you, just I feel like there's something going on there. I don't know. Yeah, it's just not a good game.
Uh-huh. And also, plans, you have to actively learn them.
Oh.
Plans you have to actively learn. But if you put them in your inventory, they also are weight.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
If you collect plans that you already know, it doesn't give you a heads up that you already know it. And so sometimes you'll just have to clean out your inventory and go, oh, I have a whole bunch of plans that I have that I either have to learn or discard.
Yeah, I don't understand. In every other Fallout game, when you have a crafting recipe, it is just an item in your inventory. It's in the misc section, and as long as you have it, you have the recipe. I think you can even sell it after. It's just you just have it. You know it now.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
But yeah. The thing is, like, Fallout 76's engine is different from Fallout 4's. For example, there's like bullet counted reloads. You know how in Fallout 4, with the Far Harbor DLC, they added a lever action rifle, but it just reloads like it reloads all 5 bullets every time because it doesn't like count the bullets like that. In 76, it actually does have a bullet counted reload system.
Oh.
Yeah, like if you know, like the pump action shotgun, for example, you reload 1 shell at a time.
Yeah.
So they have stuff like that. The lighting is way better in 76.
The lighting's pretty. I mean,
really
to be fair, the setting's also more pretty.
But it's also a lot of it does come down to the lighting. It is way like more vibrant, and more saturated and more like it's more it interacts with the environment more. It's a really nice lighting system. But all these problems add up to this can never be like ported back to Fallout 4. It can never be. Like somebody could port the landmass. I think somebody's actually working on that.
Crazy.
But that's it. Like most of the things that make it work, you could not backport.
Oh.
And so, have fun.
Have fun.
It sucks. It's a shame. And also, like, so I have a little bit complicated feelings on this. Like a lot of people, and I think I would probably.
I wish that
not
I
on this.
it.
No. I'm like I have a lot of complicated feelings on this because like some people would argue that a game shouldn't have to be modded to be good, and I mostly agree with that. But also I think there is a special reason why Bethesda games are so fun to mod, and I think it's kind of a community collaborative effort to make the game even more fun. And I don't think that's actually really a bad thing. I think it's okay if you want. It's almost like they're sandbox games, right? Like Minecraft is really fun to mod, right? And Minecraft is fun on its own, but I don't know. Point is, the fact that you can't mod 76, I think, takes quite a lot away from it because I think that's part of Bethesda's identity.
Honestly, I feel like I agree with your point. I also think that Bethesda's been using their community's modding as almost a crutch.
They do
to some extent.
It's tough for me. Because on one hand, I want to, right? Like morally speaking, I want to say, oh, that's scummy and they shouldn't do it and they're making money off of like free work basically. But on the other hand, I really like making mods for New Vegas. I'm
not saying that it's bad for you to do that. I'm just saying
I'm not saying
it's bad
I know
for
you're
you
not
to
saying
rely.
that. But I don't know. I struggle with it because on one hand, yeah, they are using it as a bit of a crutch. On the other hand, they are giving these tools that most game developers don't give to their community, and it's like their games are a collaborative effort with the community. I feel like there might be value to it. I don't know how I feel.
Oh, I do feel like there's value to it.
It's complicated.
It just very much shows, since 76 is not moddable, that
Yeah.
people can't enjoy it because of how Bethesda set it up.
The thing is, a lot of the issues of 76, like, couldn't be modded out even if there was mods, like stuff like server latency, right? And a lot of the things that they've done for balancing issue reasons. And if you can add mods, well, then balancing goes out the window, right? Like in an online environment, you just can't, right? Whoa, that's a big bomb. That's unfortunate.
Ah, that is unfortunate.
Well, we're fighting shopkeepers.
Yep.
I think you can actually, like, in this one, I think you can lower your wanted level.
Yeah.
I think. Either that or you can keep it from going up. You just have to not kill the shopkeepers.
Well.
We'll see how that goes.
Aw.
But yeah, that's kind of, I have very complicated feelings on it. Because, like, it would be nice if a game was just good and you bought it and it was good to play. Thing is, a lot of people do like unmodded Skyrim or like unmodded Skyrim and unmodded Fallout 4. It's not like the games are bad.
Sure.
They are just heightened a lot with the modding. And the fact that thing is, it takes a lot of effort to make like a community like usable modding tools.
Remember when they tried to make people pay for modding?
That was yeah, no, I'm not gonna defend that one. Yeah, I ain't defending that one. But it does take a lot of effort to make community usable modding tools, right? Like they have to be user friendly enough where you don't have to read like you don't have to have a fucking degree in game design and like programming just to make the shit work, right? That's a lot of effort that they put in to make stuff like the creation kit, and I don't know. I feel like that is part of the game too, and the fact that Fallout 76 doesn't have that is, I think, like I don't think it's just that Fallout 76 like is bad because it doesn't have mods. And like Bethesda is leaning too much on mods. I think it's like Fallout 76 being unmoddable is what makes it is part. I don't know. I'm stumbling on my words.
No, I
have very. That's what I mean when I say I have complicated feelings on it. I can't really describe it. You wonder what modding's gonna look like for Starfield? Probably very similar. I know they're revamping the
boobies.
It's gonna look like boobies. You know what's funny is 76 already has boobies mods.
Of course it does.
It has like bouncing breasts mods and shit. It's an online platform and they still got it in there. But
God bless.
Yeah, Starfield. I know that they said they're like doing like a basically creation engine 2.0. I don't know the details on that. But
hopefully it's good.
Hopefully
it's not paywalled.
It won't be paywalled. The mods were never paywalled. It's just the Bethesda Net thing was just basically they did it like as like an unofficial DLC kind of system. They would like partner with specific mods and sell those. It wasn't like any mod you had to pay for. Like you could still get free mods on console and stuff too. It was stuff that was like very supposed to be. The plan was to have them be like mini DLCs, kind of like the horse armor DLC type thing. All the mods that you pay for kind of have like a quality bar that they have to reach and stuff.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I'm not defending it, just kind of explaining. It's not like they were trying to make you pay for all mods or anything. Still kind of icky. I don't think mods are something that should be paid for. I think mods are a community collaborative effort, and that's what makes them like. That's what gives them weight.
And you can pay the modders on their Patreon.
Yeah, I think that like tipping is really great. Like I have my like the New Vegas mods I'm making. I have like the if you're subscribed to me here on Twitch, you can get my like betas and stuff. That's just because like they're not ready to release yet. That's the only reason they go in there, and that's just like a fun little like sneak peek. But they're gonna be up publicly eventually, as long as I get permission for that one that I'm still waiting on permissions for. Like I don't really believe in paywalling your mods, but I get why some people do it. I don't know. But personally, like I'm very open when it comes to my mods with like my permissions and stuff. I think that like again, mods are a collaborative thing, and I've seen some modders get very, very like nice, very uppity about people using their mods. Right? It's like, oh, you can't use anything that I've worked on here at all under any circumstances, and this is my concept, and if you do something similar, you're ripping me off. And I think that's silly because like. Mods are already like you've taken a paid-for product that you don't own and you've changed it. Like, if Bethesda wasn't like banking on you for their income, they could sue the fuck out of any modder they wanted. In a heartbeat, Bethesda, if they wanted to, could be like, okay, we're gonna sue modders, and they'd win because yeah, you're technically changing their product. Like you're technically repackaging game assets and shit. Like. They could do that.
Yeah, like how Nintendo's done.
Like how Nintendo's done, right? Nintendo, legally speaking, not morally, but legally is in the right with like the winning. It just sucks. And I don't know, I just think it's weird to like try and copyright your mods, quote unquote. If it's just like it's already you already don't own it, is kind of my point. So that's why I'm open with my permissions. I think the thing is, when it comes to learning modding, right? A lot of that comes down to like taking apart other people's mods and looking at how they work and changing them and editing them, right? That's how I've learned. And you know, preventing people from doing that, it just makes the community smaller. Modding is a collaborative thing. It's a community effort. It's togetherness. Sorry, I hope you don't mind me talking about this.
No, I don't mind at all. I love you.
I love you.
Believe it or not, I like listening to you talk.
Oh, you're sweet.
One of the reasons why I married you. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
none of that was words.
It's one of the reasons why I married you.
Oh, that's words. I love you.
Wah. I love you.
I love you.
Believe it or not, I'm a little sleepy.
Yeah, I'm sleeping
Yeah.
too. We're taking a little break off stream, and we gotta get back in the groove.
Well, you gotta get back in the groove.
What do you mean?
I'm still on break.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, you're on with me. You're
Mentally,
Yeah,
on a white sandy beach.
I love you.
I love you.
Well, you're being very funny on the internet, so I think that you're doing just fine.
Aww. You mean you have to think to be funny? What?
Modding is more cooperative than Fallout 76. True.
True. One of like the funniest things about Fallout 76 is that a bunch of people will be doing like a bunch of like the single big raid boss at the same time, which is this like Scorch Beast Queen, which is
It's Mothman.
it's not Mothman.
What? I thought the Scorch Beast was Mothman.
No.
Wait, who's Mothman then?
Mothman's
Mothman's just Mothman?
Mothman's just
Oh,
Mothman.
I thought Mothman was the Scorch Beast.
Scorch Beast is just a giant bat thing.
Oh, it's a dragon.
It's like yeah, it is literally the Skyrim dragon.
I really thought that they were like, oh shit. No! Oh, what the fuck? This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to anybody.
This is the worst thing. That guy's laughing at you.
He is.
Like he's telling his buddy and he's laughing
I'm
at
so
you.
lucky I got shoes.
You're so lucky you got shoes.
Hey, get back here. Fuck you. Burp. That's right. Fuck you.
Right, but the Scorch Beast Queen. And the way to unlock the Scorch Beast Queen is to nuke a single area. That's right, you can nuke things in this game. Because,
I
you
hate
know,
the
war
nukes.
never changes,
They're
yada
so
yada
stupid.
yada. Nuke your friends.
It's funny. It's funny if you
funny.
drop nukes on your friends. It's. I hate that they got rid of all the weight. Remember when New Vegas's like final DLC, the big climactic finale was like this other guy, you're kind of like your opposite, your foil, the other courier. Ulysses was like, I'm gonna nuke these guys, and then you're like, I could nuke the NCR or Caesar Legion or neither of them because nukes are bad, and that's kind of how we got here in the first place, and that's the good ending. And there was like a lot of weight to it, and there was a lot of like, oh god, we're nuke. That's fucked up. And they showed you like this destroyed city to show the weight of nukes and how terrible this whole shit is.
So yeah, you can
Just
nuke your
cool,
friends.
Nuke your friends. Isn't
So
it
the
just
way
funny?
to activate the Scorch Queen or whatever is to nuke a specific area. And yesterday I joined that raid like 3 times, and there were 3 like at the same time nuclear fallouts happening one on top of the other. Where you're inside like the fucking cloud and getting irradiated and fighting big high level monsters as well as like the queen. It's so fucking silly.
You didn't really buy Ulysses, not enough screen time to become your opposite. I feel like you did not read the note logs, because every single DLC has like dozens of, not dozens, but like a half a dozen note logs from him.
She says with glasses and like she's pointing up. You didn't read the logs.
You didn't read the
the logs. You didn't
logs.
read the lore. You didn't read all of the Dark Souls item descriptions. You fool. You
It's not
lacked
even
the
that.
lore.
It's like there's like every DLC has like several locations where he set up camp and his mark is on it, and then there's like audio logs of him meeting the characters that you meet, and they talk about him. And then those characters, when you meet them, they like as they talk to you, they're like, "Oh, you're not the courier. You're there. I met another courier." I don't know. There's a whole bunch of Ulysses stuff.
I'm just making fun of you. I
know.
love you. Aww.
It's justified.
Aww.
All right, restart.
I kind of want pizza.
I really want pizza.
I just smell pizza for some reason.
I'm
Our
gonna go
upstairs.
I'm gonna be right back.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want pizza so bad. I wanted pizza today, and I promised I'd make the pork chops, so I didn't. I was like, okay, I'll make the pork chops. I
love
made
you.
them, but I really wanted pizza, so I'm gonna go get the pizza.
So this is my stream now. Hi everyone, welcome to the Duke of Ash stream number 2. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. My wife has abandoned me, and I'm so sad and alone, and I'm lost in this giant target of a stream. I'm lost. I'm walking up to a security guard. Hello, security guard.
What are you doing on your stream?
I lost my wife. I'm so scared.
Yeah, well, you got your ID.
No, I'm just a little extreme guest.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot you then.
Oh God, I'm never supposed to talk to adults. Fuck.
I just got a really sweet Tumblr anon. I just noticed.
Oh yeah.
And it was somebody who's like, "Hey, I just discovered your channel, and I really appreciate watching your stuff because you actually know your shit. Like you were playing Half-Life M mod, and you noticed the Deus Ex Unreal Engine style texture. I forget what it's called, but the close-up texture thing." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I do know my shit."
Yeah, you know your shit so well that I married you about it. Every
Aw.
single time that you bring up something, I go, "Oh wow, she's so smart."
Oh, you're so sweet to me.
Oh.
Don't hype me up too much. I'll Dunning-Kruger all over the place.
I love you.
I love you.
Anywho. Speaking of Lost in the Sauce, also welcome Wraithclaw to the chat. You get to test out your new sauce.
I do.
Your new special
So
sauce.
my favorite pizza dip is Panago, the pizza place's cheddar cheese dip. It's my favorite dip for pizza. It's delicious. They sell their dips in jars, but their pizza cheese dip that they sell in the jar has a different name than the regular small dip. The small one says cheesy cheddar, and the big one says cheesy formaggio.
Ah.
Formaggio is just another word for cheese. I think it's
the cheesy
Italian.
cheese.
So I'm like, is this the same? I asked them, and they're like, yeah, I think it's the same. But
One
I
of them
guarantee
had-
they've never opened.
One of them asked the other person, and they're both just like, "You're probably."
They don't know shit. So I'm gonna test it, and we're gonna see if it's the same cheesy cheese. If it is, I'm gonna be partying. If it's not, I'm gonna be so mad.
You're gonna be so sad.
I
at
hope
these-
it's the same
At
cheese.
these poor minimum wage workers.
The thing is, Panago's cheese is so good. Their cheese dip, and I also that jar has the recipe on the side. Well, not the recipe, but the ingredients on the side. And if it is it, I can remake it from scratch.
Ingredients.
I can make it myself.
She dunning on my Kruger until I have an accurately high opinion of my own skill. Great job, Jax. We're always so proud of you.
I got a high opinion of my ability to dunning on that Kruger.
Damn it. This is why we're not streaming.
No, this is why we should be streaming.
Video games, huh?
Video games. Hey, remember Spelunky? They put Kirby in it.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't believe Nintendo
I
explicitly
put
allowed
Kirby.
this.
I put Kirby in there.
I can't believe Nintendo explicitly allowed you to put Kirby in this game. This is like the Smash Bros. Of roguelikes.
Truly. I want to play Smash. I desperately wish that you could play games online on an emulator. Like, I mean, you technically
Like
can,
WoW?
but I wish you could play it on, like, official servers. Like, what, sorry?
Like, well.
Like, well, not even just like, on official servers.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I don't like the Nintendo Switch. I don't like those little controllers. I don't like that little screen. I don't like being locked to 720. Actually, I think you can go to 1080. I don't like being locked to 1080. I don't like being locked to 60 FPS. I want to play Smash Bros. In crisp colors.
So which Smash Bros?
Ultimate.
Okay.
What other one?
I don't know, there's like 80 out there.
I'm talking about the Switch though. It's the only one on the Switch.
I know, but you also mentioned emulators.
Yeah, you can emulate this.
I know, but I
You
was
remember
like,
me playing Tears of the Kingdom?
Yes, I understand. But like, you know what
I don't.
There's several smashes out there, some of which
Alright,
people
fair
subscribe to and some of which people
I'm just saying, I was comparing it to the Switch. Anyways.
Alrighty.
Wait, condemn. Wait, which emulators do people condemn? Oh, wait, Smash games they condemn.
Smash
Oh,
games.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. You could get a lot of opinions out of chat from
That's
those.
true. That's true. I'm gonna avoid this for my own safety.
Anyway, I only use the Wii Stick and Nunchuck
Honestly,
for my Smash
it's not that bad
Bros.
of a setup. It's better than the fucking Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get a Wii.
We need a Wii. We need a Wii U.
A Wii U.
Wii U. Wii U.
Either a Wii U or just a Wii with like a 1080p upscaler. Because I don't actually care about playing any Wii U games.
Ugh. Oh, my body does not like moving.
I want to play the fucking Trauma Center games so bad on stream.
I do too!
You do too?
Yeah!
Oh my god, does it have co-op?
I don't think so.
I think one of them at least has to have co-op. Regardless,
there's one for
we
the
gotta play this
DS
together.
and there's one for like the Wii. I
Yeah,
think.
the Wii one's the one I'm gonna play. Those games are so funny.
They're so goofy. Have you ever seen the speedruns for them?
No.
Sometimes you have to fail because it just makes it go faster.
Awesome.
It's really funny. So they'll be like, yeah, this is the fastest way to kill this guy. And you're just like stabbing them in the heart over and over again.
Doctor, you've cut out the patient's heart. What are you doing? Getting this over with. I've got a 9 o'clock.
American healthcare says that'll cost you $10,000.
PC should have Wiimote and nunchuck support. It technically does. You can get a dongle for it. You just need it's just Bluetooth. I'm pretty sure. If it's not Bluetooth, you can get a different dongle. Regardless.
And 2 candles.
Yeah, and 2 candles. No, you can get like adapters for the bar to plug into your computer. I don't want to do that just because.
It's just not that good. It's not as good.
I don't know. Yeah.
And also, it's just not genuine.
Also, I like to play the Wii games sitting back. Sitting back in the couch, and I don't want to lug my PC over to the TV.
Yeah. Gosh. What was I gonna say? I remember that that life hack. The putting two
candles, yeah.
I remember that life hack being so prolific that my mom somehow learned about it, and her putting two of those like little tiny electric candles,
electric candles,
like little battery charged ones that kind of flicker.
Did it work?
I don't think so.
I don't think it would. That's not how that works. It's infrared light specifically. Ew. I think it's infrared. It's one of the lights. Maybe it's ultraviolet. It's one of them.
But if we didn't want to have like actual fucking fire around, we had like multiple cats and dogs around the house.
Yeah, honestly,
Could you imagine?
house. I think if you lit fires in your house, but you probably wouldn't have had a house.
It is infrared apparently.
What's the candle hack? Pretty much you just put 2 candles down and the light. It's just
it helps it focus.
Well, it doesn't help if you can replace your sensor bar, the Wii sensor bar, with 2 candles because. The bar doesn't actually do anything. It literally just has 2 lights on it.
The things underneath you. Okay.
Oh.
You walked past it like twice.
Whatever. I'm barely even looking at the screen. I'm looking at chat more than I'm looking at Spelunky. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can replace your bar with 2 candles. It doesn't work as well because the light flickers, but you can totally do it.
No, my mom put it on either side of the bar.
Oh, that's your mom.
Well, she didn't know. Sweetheart, remember I lived under a rock.
So did your mom, apparently.
The Nintendo Wii was like the first and like only console that I had for most of my life.
I just think it's really funny that your mom just put candles around the bar. Like the point of the hack was if you lose your bar and you don't want to buy a new one.
She thought it would fucking focus it.
No, it would make it worse because now it's fighting.
So funny.
Now it's fighting for twice the light.
That's so funny. Fuck.
It's gonna get confused.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
That's really goofy,
it's
actually.
It's not actually a sensor. No, the Wiimote is the sensor. That's what the black bar on the Wiimote is. And then the bar literally just puts out 2 lights.
I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you. It's like how VR stuff tracks. Your VR headset puts out a bunch of lights, IR lights, and then your cameras just pick that up, or vice versa, depending on which type of headset you have.
Mm-hmm. God, that Apple headset's so ugly.
Oh my god, it's so bad. I want VR to be good. I gotta play Vertigo. Oh my god, I think I'm healed enough to play Vertigo. I gotta play that shit.
You also gotta make that VR.
Yeah, I know.
Video.
I gotta.
You wrote most of a script.
I'm scared. I'm nervous.
I know you're nervous, but look.
I'm making a lot of hot takes.
Sweetheart, you are the queen of hot takes.
Yeah, but this is gonna go on YouTube. Do you know what kind of comments they get on there?
Bad ones.
Yeah.
I put my like clips on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and TikTok it was mostly nice or neutral, and YouTube Shorts was one of them like, "You're awful, you're ugly, I hate you," and it's like, oh god, what did I do?
That one TikTok I made, the Heese one that kind of blew up a little bit.
Yeah, the Heese one.
That one actually had some pretty nice comments on it.
What the fuck?
Definitely some weird ones. Like there was some people that were like, one person was like, they're trying so hard to impress her. Like saying Socks is trying to impress me by making a Heese joke. Hello.
By making a Heese joke.
But yeah, most people were actually like, ha ha ha, so true. Like very kind of generic social media, but like not like mean YouTube ass comments.
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, obviously Socks, who has a partner, and Sophie, who's literally married, are trying shit. God, people are goofy.
People are goofy. trying so it's just like the way they
Trying
phrase it.
so
It's so
hard.
obvious that they're trying so hard to impress her. Like
With the
yeah,
he's thing.
with he by making it by saying that multiple horse should be called he's.
Obviously.
Love the he's one. It's still my my YouTube VOD channel.
I still think
front
about Zap's little animatic about it.
Yeah. Oh my
It's
god.
so cute. Animatics fucking rule.
Animatics are incredible. Animatics are like the pinnacle of fan art. I
The
think.
pinnacle.
Actually, no. The pinnacle of fan art. The second place pinnacle is animatics. The first place is like song remixes, like
that's-
songs
that's
that they
insane.
make. Yeah, no, those are nuts. Back when the Game Grumps. I'm so sorry. But at the height of their popularity, like there was so many song remixes, and like God, the fan works were so impressive.
So what do you mean by song remixes?
You take the words that the funny person said, you put them in a song, and we go all go to bed.
Oh, I see. Okay. I understand now. I've seen one of these.
It's like Jerry Terry's Banana Shoes. You ever heard Banana Shoes? Walking
I know
around in my
Jerry
banana
Terry, but I
shoes,
don't know
walking
about
around
like
in my banana shoes.
Ooh. People who I'm nebulously related to that I should know more about type shit.
I don't know. You're like one person room, but like barely.
But like barely. One of the scariest things about being a content creator is you're supposed to know things.
No, it's fine. I don't think Jerry Terry is very close to our circle.
No, for certain.
Squish, squish, squish. Fuck.
I love you.
I love you. I think it's funny. That's the first thing I think of when I think of like fan song remixes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Or like Yogg's cast fucking Diggy Diggy Hole. That's a better example. That's an example I don't feel like a sting in the back of my throat when I say. You want to put a time limit on the stream for when the pizza gets here?
Huh?
Do you want to put a time limit on the screen for when the pizza
like
gets
once the
here?
pizza gets here?
Yeah, and then we call it.
Sure. I've been writhing in pain.
Yeah, I can tell,
silently.
and I feel really bad.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll give you another massage, okay?
You're very sweet. For those of you who didn't hear at the beginning of the stream, I fucked up my back and/or ribs.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Whoopie.
Oopsie doodles. I bit off more than I can chew.
You forced your dad to watch a Minecraft animation of a FNAF fan song when you were 12.
That's love.
Your dad's better for it.
That's. No, I'm not gonna.
You know what? You're just gonna pull that one back.
I took one step forward and I paused, reconsidered everything.
You turned 180.
and turned 360 degrees and walked away.
You only know Yogscast from their YouTube channel? Good news, they're a YouTube channel. What? What?
I only know Sophie Baby from her Twitch channel.
I guess Yogscast does other stuff, but like they are what? Like I'm not crazy. That's like the main thing they are, right?
I don't know.
Like anything else is like supplementary.
I don't know.
I feel like that's saying like, yeah, I know the Disney Channel, but only from like
I know
the
Mickey Mouse,
cartoons.
but only from like Disney movies
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know. What does Mickey Mouse even do? I think he's a fraud.
I think so
Fuck
too.
that guy.
Sumo's in response to what? Okay, you did. That does make a little more sense. You only know Yogscast from Sonic Racing. That does make more sense. I didn't see your message.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Bad streamer not reading
No,
back through chat.
I
Bad
can't
streamer.
catch every message. All right. Sometimes I gotta make a joke out of my chat, and if I'm in the wrong, I still gotta laugh. So at least I'm happy.
I know Sophie Baby from down the street. We need a streamer block. We need a
Streamer.
Streamer
Boulevard.
Streamer Boulevard. We need like a dead end street, and then we need houses along the thing, and then every
cul-de-sac.
little cul-de-sac, and all of our friends live in the thing, and we all have playtime, and we connect our backyards.
Barbecue.
We have barbecue, and
Barbecue,
we all hold hands, and we watch movies together, and we all play.
We need to hurry up
Video
and
games.
get you to be permanently a resident.
I
so
need
we
to get
can
permanent
go
residency
and
so that
leave
we
this
can go
country. Immediately.
So we can go and see all our friends.
I want to see our friends. Oh, fuck.
I want to go to conventions with friends so bad.
Mm-hmm. If y'all weren't cowards, you just come up here.
Circumstances.
Circumstances.
I just want to go to conventions so bad, Sophie.
I mean,
I want to go see our friends at a convention.
I'm sure Vancouver has some.
I've seen my friends. I've seen like my friends taking pictures with each other at conventions, and I get sick to my stomach. So jealous.
I want it.
I'm so happy that they're being happy and stuff, but also I'm so fucking jealous.
Yeah. No, I fucking.
I should be there with them.
I get like actually jealous too. Like I'm like I try. I'm I want to be happy for y'all.
This is lovingly, of course.
Of course,
I want
right?
to
Like
be.
it's
I want to
purely
be
out of
with
love.
you. I want to be there with you. Damn it.
Yeah, it's like actual like the same kind of jealousy you get on like the fucking playground when like fucking
When you're in timeout and you're watching all your friends play.
exactly.
I don't want to be in timeout.
I don't want to be in timeout anyway.
It's
God,
been-
that's what it is, huh?
It's been 2 years of timeout.
We're just almost 3. It's basically
Almost-
been 3. It's
almost
only a few
3
months
years
away.
of being in timeout. Damn it.
I don't like timeout. And for those who haven't kept up, on top of all this, right? Not only are we stuck in Canada, we're also stuck in the house because Duke's vehicle needs to be imported into the country. And guess what side of the border you have to be on to import a vehicle?
You gotta
The
be on
other
the
one!
US side.
Yup. So and he can't do that, or else his entire application is null and void. So we cannot renew his what's it called when you have the thing to be able to drive? Registration?
My fucking vehicle shit.
Your insurance. That's the one.
That
We can't
one.
renew it.
Yeah, we can't renew it. We can't get
we can't
the
drive.
Canada side. We can't renew the American side because California vehicle stuff requires that you have a smog check, and
Which is not something we do
and
here.
BC doesn't do smog checks, so it is just an unfortunate
We're just stuck in the house.
thing. Yeah.
It really fucking sucks. It's actually probably the worst part about all this. I feel like we'd be doing a lot better if we could go places.
Go places. Yeah.
We're basically just like we're home.
We are trapped within the abode.
Go give me a kiss.
I love you.
I love you, bureaucracy. Lovely. You've no fucking idea. You don't understand the bureaucracy we've been through.
Canada said they had plenty of air to smog. Canada said that they love oil company and they love drilling their oil
They
and then
sure
giving
did.
it to England.
I'm in love with you.
I'm sorry, I'm in love with you.
No, it's funny. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
2 pickaxes.
2 pickaxes. I
2
brought my own.
pickaxes.
Let's bring your own pickaxe to work day.
They should let you challenge the PM to a Minecraft lockout
That's true.
to obtain residency. I don't know. I feel like they would. I think Trudeau could smoke me in Minecraft.
Honestly, he seems like the kind of guy who has played Minecraft.
I feel like he's the kind of guy who, if this was like a requirement, I think he could kick my ass in Minecraft.
Yeah, I think Trudeau would. Yeah. Like this. Don't see this as an endorsement, but like I just
No,
feel like
this isn't like anything political.
I do think that Trudeau could probably smoke you in Minecraft.
Fuck.
I love you.
I love you. Mm-hmm.
Justin, man, his name really is Justin, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like you. Oh my god, another fucking
3 pickaxes.
3 pickaxes. You think about like Justin Trudeau, right? That's like a prime minister's name, but just Justin, like that's like your high school bully's name, right? Like that's not a prime minister's name. Justin?
Justin.
Who the fuck's Justin?
Imagine having like a president or prime minister named Kyle.
Yeah, right? Like you can't.
No offense to Kyle's in chat.
You just can't like have a political position, Kyle. Like it's no offense.
No offense.
Where some like bureaucrat in training is just crying.
Some like
right now.
governor named Kyle is
Yeah,
watching
just
our
like watching
stream
this and just tearing
and just
up.
tearing up and going, "Damn, I'm going to."
Justin is a podcast for me.
Oh no.
Sounds like kind of a gay name. What were you just in? Another man. Awesome.
Oh god. I'm planning on helping my wife get residency in Canada too. I suppose I'm gonna learn what it's like firsthand eventually.
Hopefully not as bad as ours. I don't think it will be. I think we had a special bad.
We've just gotten a special batch of whoopsies.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, good luck. Talk to a lawyer beforehand.
Yes, 100%.
A lawyer got us on track, and a lawyer recently saved our fucking tush. So just what happened?
I'm not allowed to break that.
What?
That's dumb.
That's dumb.
I think I'm gonna call it early.
Okay.
Our pizza's here in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but seriously, good luck to anyone who's trying to immigrate to anywhere. Good luck. You got it. It can happen, and genuinely, like, the biggest advice I can give you is don't panic. Because when we got like the email and stuff, and we've gotten like a bunch of like very scary emails and shit, at any time we could have panicked, given up, packed our bags and left. But since we stuck with it, and since we stuck through everything, we have actually been able to
keep our head above the water.
Keep our head above the water. Yeah.
We're gonna be all good.
It's gonna be all right.
Gamers,
thank
you for hanging out. It's good to be back. Sorry for the double hiatus, back-to-back Jamboree, double boogaloo.
We've been going through it.
We have been going through it. Thank you again, seriously, everybody, for your generosity these past couple months.
Yeah.
Really. This has been really, really helpful. I cannot stress like the amount of support we got after Duke's near
big scare
there was massive, and seriously helped us a ton. Like is really, 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 really great. So thank you all so much. I'm hoping to be back on streams relatively semi-consistently again coming up soon here. I should be back on Wednesday as per usual and stuff. Like I said earlier, I'm making new Vegas mods, and I'm posting like work in progress betas and stuff in the Discord for those who are subscribed to me here. So if you play New Vegas and you want some funny mods that are in progress,
also if you're subscribed to either Sophie or myself, you will get daily cat pictures.
Yes. Oh my god, we have the Daily Cats channel now. Yeah, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be a nice little daily thing for us to do. We're gonna read Dollop. It's currently playing
Murder by Numbers.
Wow, what is that?
It is a Picross murder game.
Neat.
It's really cool.
We're gonna read Dollop. What's your raid phrase?
Something
Something about Fallout 76.
Something about Fallout 76.
You are over encumbered.
You are over encumbered.
Dog kill.
Dog kill.
I don't
know.
No,
you are over.
Yeah.
Or over encumbered.
You know what? This is a double meaning. It's we're emotionally
over
encumbered.
encumbered.
We're emotionally over encumbered. That's what it is. This has double meaning. Everybody, go say hi to Joey. Go say hi to Dollop. Oops,
take care of yourselves.
Thank you all again. Seriously. Hopefully, I should be back on Wednesday. I'll see you all then. And make sure you eat a good dinner tonight. Take your meds. Take your soda.
Yeah.
Good night.
Stay hydrated.